What's up, you guys? It's Michelle here. Thanks for joining me today and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a few patron spreads, so stay tuned for a fun plan with me. First up is Sonya, and Sonya requested a spread focusing on girl power movies since this is Women's Month. So she gave me a list of movies and I have them printed out here, and I just Googled for each of them the movie poster. So I was going to do it kind of like a movie theater style, just post some here. I have a now showing. I made that on Canva, and these letters also made those on Canva and uploaded them to my Cricut and printed and cut them that way. And then I made this quote to go at the bottom: "There's no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise." And I'm going to pair it with just black boxes from Plannything and gold accents, like, well, gold bullet points and flags. I'll be sure to include my Plannything affiliate link, and you can always use the code Michelle10 to save 10% off on your Plannything orders. But what I want to do, I kind of mapped this out on the Cricut already, so I know where everything is going to go. I'm going to do the now showing right up here in the sidebar, and then put 4 of these here. I don't know, I think I'll do something like not with a white background. Let's do Dream Girls first. And I'm just going to line them up really straight because I tried them kind of like turned and everything, and I just like them better this way. You know how when you go to the movies, all the posters are on the wall and they're just real straight right next to each other? Okay, so we'll do Dream Girls, and then we'll do something that has kind of a white background. Let's do The Devil Wears Prada. These are some of Sonya's favorite girl power movies, and mine too. And then let's do a darker background. Let's do Woman King. I haven't actually seen that movie, but I'd like to check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and white out that note part. Let me white this out first. And then Hidden Figures. Okay, so there's our sidebar, and then over here, I wanted to do Girl Power right here. Okay, and then I want to put 2 more of the movie posters here. We'll do Mulan and something darker like this 355. We'll do that there, and then we're going to do one more. Let's do this lighter, the white background, that's First Wives Club. And then I'm going to do Captain Marvel and then RGB over here. Now the rest of the spread is going to have to be pretty functional. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some boxes down. Well, let me go ahead and do this quote first. Y'all know. I think I'm going to move one of these. I just don't like how it comes all the way to the bottom, and I feel like this is crowded. So I'm going to move one of these over here. Okay, since we have a lot of rectangles, I want to do some circles along with the boxes. And let's do part of this over here. Okay, let's do this part of this circle here. And a long box or full box here. And this sliding out here. With a little small circle. Right there. We'll do this here. Let's do a slender box. Sliding out right here. All right, let's go ahead and add our lines. Let's add some here. And up here and right here. Okay, and then we need, how about, I think I'm going to trim this down a little bit. I don't like it being so big. And let's also add this just for a little extra layering interest. I think I'm going to do this instead of those lines. I don't like these two so close together. It just looks real line heavy. Okay, so over here, let's add some lines here. And here. And just a few up here. Okay, perfect. Now let's add some gold bullet points and flags. And here. And then we'll do here, here, and here. And I really want to do a flag here, so maybe I'll do this at the bottom or something. I don't know. Okay, doesn't that gold make all the difference? Now I want to do some gold sparkles. Like right here. And here. Let's put that there to camouflage that white out. We'll put some there and here. Let's do this. All right, I want to add some black words. Okay, let's do this here. We'll do don't forget up here. to do up here and a today here. I'm trying to decide if I want to add a little washi, like a black and white stripe. Let's try this and see. This is from Live Love Posh, from the washi tape thin essentials. And let's add some here. All right, that's going to be Sonya's Girl Power movie spread. I hope you love it, Sonya. I think it turned out so cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, next up is Gianna, and Gianna requested a Tinkerbell spread, so I've pulled out the Find Your Wings sticker book from the Happy Planner, and I'll be sure to include my affiliate link in the description, as well as any other supplies used, and I always appreciate your support when you shop through my link at no extra cost to you. But I know I want to focus on the gold in here and the Tinkerbell. I know there's several different styles of Tinkerbells, but I want to do lots of gold. I also made this quote on the Cricut out of just some gold vinyl, you know, like craft permanent vinyl, and the gold foil, and it says "You Are" also above it, that I'm going to put right here in the middle. Y'all, there, I'm in Memphis and there's a dog barking outside. He's upset about something. So let's put that right here above that. Okay, I want to use this Tinkerbell. Sitting on top of that. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, and let's see what else. Let's use this light green long box over here in the sidebar. But I'm going to take off the important. It's just, it's too busy for what I want. Let's put it about right here so we can put a quote or something above that. Okay, let's do this quote that says Tink, the gold foil, right up here. And we'll do this larger Tinkerbell at the bottom. No, that's... Actually, I'm going to switch this because I want to use this Tinkerbell and it's too much like that one. I want to put that at the bottom, so let's do a different quote and we'll use this somewhere else. So I know I want to use her here because she's going to just fill in that spot nicely. But I'm going to take the green sparkles off and use gold around all the Tinkerbells. Let's use this Become What Inspires You quote. Right there, and maybe a small Tinkerbell there. We'll do her kind of peeking onto that box. Isn't that cute? Okay, now let's get some more function. All right, and I'm going to grab these two, or maybe that too, these green hexagons just to mix in some different boxes that don't have Tinkerbell on them, because I want to use the clear Tinkerbell stickers. And this is from Every Week Needs a Fun Day. I'm going to use this box because I don't want to use the ones with Tinkerbell on them because I want to use the clear Tinkerbells mostly. And I'll just put this here to piece that back together, and we're going to layer a hexagon or something off of it. maybe let's put this underneath here, but we'll kind of trim around it. Okay, and then let's do a quote here. And let's do this for a little layering fun. I think that looks cute. And then we'll do this here. Or let's do it this way and just trim it off. I think that would be better. And we could maybe do a little of it yellow or light green with it. How about weekend plans right here? And I'm going to layer this off of it. And we'll use these like as flags. I feel like we need some yellow up here too, so I might have to move that cute little rounded accent that I put up there. Or we could just add this little pale yellow shaded box. Let's do it like that. How about we do this darker green? And over here, let's do a couple of these. We'll do the yellow and this sort of neutral color. I think that's all the boxes. Let's go ahead and draw our lines. Let's go ahead and add some here. And let's do a few up here. And let's do some here and here. I'm going to add one of these up here, and let's do this right here. I want to use some of these gold strips, like here. And here. We'll have that like that, and a little bit going this way also. I'm going to wipe that out and do some sparkle there to kind of finish that out. Let's do that by Tinkerbell. And we'll add this here. Let's go ahead and add some bullet points now. And I'm just going to do the gold. Okay, and how about here? Let's do this little yellow box coming out right here and just put like a today or something in it, just to have a little bit more yellow with that. Or how about important? Today. Another important here, and another today here. Here we go. Okay, now for bullet points over on this side, let's do here and here, and I'm thinking a quote here. So up here, I'm going to do this quote that says, don't just follow your dreams, chase them. But I'm going to take the Tinkerbell off. I think it's looking so cute. The only thing I want to add is more sparkle, gold sparkle at the top and bottom, maybe a couple of little Tinkerbells at the bottom. So let's see what we have, because I think we have enough big ones. We need some of those teeny tiny ones. There's a page, here they are. Okay, so let's put one right here. I love this one that's standing up. We'll have her hanging out right there, and we need one here. So let's have this one that's facing the opposite direction. So cute. Okay, so that's all the Tinkerbells we need. All right, and for gold sparkles, I'm going to use this page that I pulled out of a Happy Planner book, along with probably some of the smaller ones in the Find Your Wings sticker book. So let's get these loaded up along the bottom, just all different sizes, varying heights. Put this one here. And then, of course, the scraps can fill in. And let's put this right here in the corner. I know what I'll do. I'll just do a lot of these, but I'll fill in with smaller ones so it doesn't look so repetitive. And let's use one more really large piece. We'll use that right there. And the rest of it there. So let's do this to kind of fill out that spot. And then this here. couple of more lines there just to give you a little bit more function. There we go. Okay, now in this little gold book that I've collected out of different books, I like how this quote looks really simple and it goes really well with those, so I'm going to go to that page. Up here, let's do Just Be You. And then something a little larger here. Have a thankful heart and a positive mind. So that is going to be Gianna's Tinkerbell spread. I think it turned out so cute and so magical, perfect for spring. I hope you love it as much as I do, Gianna. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I put these two patron spreads together. And thank you so much to my patrons for your support. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.